Tuning in to Chaos Culture Radio, dropping knowledge in the studio you already know.
So I was picking back what we were saying. I feel like certain women deserve. I ain't gonna say deserve, but I won't be mad if certain women get hit by men, because I feel like certain women, they just ask for it. You know, they're really asking for it, and it takes a lot of patience to like hold that in and be. Your mom and them always tell you go turn the other cheek. You know what I'm saying? Like you're better, you be a better man. Like ignore what they're doing. It's hard to do that shit sometimes. It really is. You know what I'm saying? Especially if they hitting you first, if they put their hands on you and you just chilling, then we got a problem. So
right.
I don't know what happened to the whole Tyga situation. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to defend Tyga in no way, shape, or form. But at the same time, we've been around this situation when women, they do things so horrible to us that it's just like it eats us to the inside. Like, damn, man, we holding everything that we can possible before we end up losing it and putting our hands on them. It happens all the time. It happens all the time, and it takes a certain type of strength to hold that together. It's not easy. I just want women to understand that. You know what I'm saying? When we're really upset about something, it's something that's offensive to us,
Mm-hmm.
and you just carrying on with it. That's very dangerous. Very dangerous. So that's what I gotta say with that.
No, but the thing is with the situation with the Tiger, because for our audience to form, Tiger just recently turned himself in on LAPD. He turned himself in because he's allegedly had hit his ex-girlfriend Cammy. He assaulted her and he turned himself in to the LAPD. And he explained to himself. I don't know the whole purpose. They ain't talk about the whole purpose of the violence, but right now she proved up. She got a big gauge on her face. It's really bad photo. You guys can take a look at the photo. It's really bad. He did a number on her, man. He did a number on her, and to be honest, I'm with Jabari on this one. I really don't feel bad for her, and I don't know why. I don't know what's wrong with me. Normally I feel bad, but I really don't feel bad. I really think he's antagonizing these men.
Yeah, but let's get all the details first before we say that, because I just want to make sure. Like, if he just hit her for no reason, then it's like, okay, I don't support that.
No, but according to TMZ, they say, according to TMZ, she said he was very emotional. He's like, he was physically abusing her for a long period of time.
Oh, see, I'm not fucking with that then. But when I see things like that, I always want to ask myself, nobody want to ask this question, but I always ask this question, what did she do, though? So, what did she do?
Yeah, basically.
Because
exactly. I'm with you on that. Yeah.
Black men like us, we just not going to just beat somebody's ass.
No.
For no reason. We too busy chilling. We too busy working. We too busy trying to provide for ourselves and for our, loved ones and whatnot. When shit like that hits the fan and they put their hands on somebody, I always want to figure out, okay, what's the whole story? Because you're not going to let me sit here and believe that he just wilded out and beat her ass.
No,
I know that happens, but that doesn't happen all the time, especially with black men. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, to be honest with you, he can't even tell you. There's a report out and a statistic. It shows you that most of the time, it be the women hitting the man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They don't want to engage the hitting. It's not the man. It's the women that's engaged in the hitting.
They're the most violent.
My thing is, Hakeem, my question to you, because you're older than me and Jabari,
mm-hmm.
I was gonna ask you, is it okay to hit a woman?
So here's the thing where it comes to be a different situation. If you have a child and you have a son and a woman goes and slaps him in the face, what do we tell him? Don't hit a woman, but if she's okay to slap. There's this kind of contract that we supposed to give a woman a pass when she does something wrong. We don't first, let me tell you something. I don't agree with no man hitting anybody, but
mm-hmm.
if you touch me or if you do harm to me, then you asking to be touched like a man.
Mm-hmm.
Now, mind you, we're going to try to walk away and
mm-hmm.
do this and that and do the situation where it is. But the leniency that America has given women to do what they want is disgusting. And you can see it is a lot of men filled in jails for lies and stuff like that. Me personally, I don't believe in hitting a woman, but if you're trying to attack me, you're going to get roughed up. It's just fact.
Yeah. It's just a
Well, my
fact.
thing is, I think I like your way of approach. But I like your way of approach. But I think the first thing I think we should call the authorities first, because then the authority know we already got the paperwork done.
You
Like,
regardless,
hey, I got this woman, she's hitting me.
You're gonna go to jail anyway.
Now, if you call the police first,
yeah, you're gonna, even if you call the police
if
first.
No, I think you're good because you call the authority first.
Even if I've seen situations where
if you're a few feet away from if you're like outside, she's inside. You call the police. You say, hey, I have my wife. She's abusing me. They're gonna come over, and especially if you are in ownership of the house or apartment that you're in, 9 times out of 10, either they're gonna walk away from the scene till you go to separate homes for the night, or they're gonna most likely throw the chick in jail. That's how it is up here in New York, to me. So
also in New York, in New York, if you call a guy, if the guy calls a cop on a woman that's hitting on him, they're gonna take the woman into jail, not the guy.
No, well, it depends. Like, you gotta make sure that you away from either she's away from the facility or you're away from the facility. If you're in the same spot, you call the cops on her, 9 times out of 10, the cops are gonna take the guy to jail.
So that's why I can't say you're automatically going to jail.
Yeah, but the men that you just gotta make sure you stay away from her. Then you call the cops and then say, hey, I have somebody that's attacking me. I want her removed from my property. If that's your property, you know what I'm saying? If your name is on the lease, if she's there, she's whooping your ass, her name is not on the lease, you know what I'm saying? Then you have the right to escort her off your property, and it's up to the police discretion if they take her to jail or not because she's abusing you.
But check this out.
But most of the time up here in New York, that happens. Huh?
Jabari, these women are getting bold. They're pulling guns out on them.
Yeah, I heard that.
They're getting bold in now. They're pulling pistols out on dudes. They're swinging hammers, knives. Like, we're talking about, come on, man. You talking about you can't cold cock nobody who's trying to take your life? And when you go, and listen, when the police come, he's talking to the woman first before he talk to you sometimes. Hey, what's going on? Or she has to just say, he hit me. Mind you, these women are fragile. Just a tap will put a mark on their face. A tap. And they're looking like, hey, you did. I don't see no marks on you, man. You got to be damn near bleeding to death for them to take you to jail. For them to take you to jail.
Yeah, I don't know how they treat men in this society.
Listen, today. And you are right. It's certain. I think different states, different laws. Here's the thing. My homeboy, he had is his name on the lease. She called the police on him and told him that he hit her. Mind you, he didn't hit her that day. They told her to leave. They told him to leave. And they said they couldn't kick her out because she had mail coming in. Mind you, her name was not on the lease, but she had mail coming in.
Yeah, according to the law, yeah. According to the law.
She called the police first. The fact that she called the police and corroborated the story saying that, hey, he hit me. Hey, when she called the police first, it's fair game. It's okay, he's going, either he has to leave or he's going to jail. What I'm saying is, if you see some shit about to happen and she putting her hands on you or whatnot, walk away and get outside as further away from her as possible and then call the cops first. So you can give your side of the story, hey, she is abusing me, I want her out of my property or at this property, and they're going to have to escort her out because you called the cops first. You know what I'm saying? So that's where it again, you know, we in this predicament, man, it's just tough all around because I never laid my hands on a woman in my life.
No, same
here. Only if we're making love. You know what I mean?
Basically. Tap.
Yeah, tap. Right. Smack on the ass and shit. You know what I mean? But as far as like, I it's a tough conversation because it's like, man, to protect my life, I'm gonna lay somebody out. But you know what I'm saying? It's a tough. If you feel like you could walk away and it hasn't been escalated to a point that there's weapons being drawn, then just walk away. You know what I'm saying? If she's on your back still trying to harass you and shit, like, pin her ass down somewhere. And then it's a tough. I don't know what I would do if I had in that situation. Personally, I hope I never get to that situation in life.
Yeah.
But it's because I don't know what I would do because, growing up, we were taught by our parents, like, hey, somebody hit you, hit their ass back.
Basically.
You know what I'm saying? But in this situation with women hit you, then what you gonna do? You were taught also not to put hands on women.
No, you're right. But the fact that they know that's why they take advantage of that.
And that's the problem.
Dogging men out. Like, pow, 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 pow. Oh fuck,
That's
nigga,
the
you
problem.
gonna
They
learn.
know that.
Yeah.
So when I see women like that getting killed by a man, I always sit there and ask, okay, what did she do? Because ain't no man or black man like us is just gonna wake up one day and be like, you know what? I want to kill my wife, or I'm gonna hurt her so bad.
Facts.
Now there's men like that like that. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying, like, what are the odds of that really happening? Greatly. You know what I'm saying? Like, something had to happen. Like the whole Chris Brown Rihanna situation. Something had to happen for him to lash out like that.
Yep.
And I always thought about that. Okay, well, then what did she do? You know what I'm saying?
But nobody never questioned her. Nobody never said anything. There was a hey.
She's a pop star. She's a female. She's the number one pop star in the world. She's Riri. You know what I'm saying? And you know they saw look. No matter how you slice it up, when you see images of a woman's face being fucked up, they'll always, without even hearing the whole story, they're always going to bash the man. And it's just unfortunately what it is, but it's never the man's side of the story as to what did she do first.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Jabari is always two sides of every story, but I'm with Hakeem. They always want to go with the woman's side first. That's the issue.
Yeah.
That's the issue with society. There's the situation with Tyga. Tyga had to run from the authorities, but then later turned himself in because I think he knew he had too much to lose. And you already know when it comes to celebrities, they're going to immediately try to hunt you down. And this woman, she's a white woman too, at that.
Okay.
Yeah,
so she's white. She's white.
We already know he lost just with that.
He lost just with that. But my thing is just something don't add up. It looked like she did that to herself. If you look at the pictures, like self-inflicting wounds. Because you know, with Tyga, you know, he dates a lot of women. So with his mind, he probably like, man, I'm done with you, this and that. And not only that, mind you, that's an ex. So you don't even know she might be just crazy.
That's true, but we don't know the whole story, and I'm trying to get her the benefit of the doubt, you know, out of respect, because you know we don't know, but that's true. That's true.
This society today, you think we giving women too much of the benefit of the doubt, and it's destroying these men?
No, we are.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true.
Kelly, prime example. Look at on Bill Cosby. Prime example. All these black men are getting accused with all these allegations.
But that's those bad examples. But you know. I get what you're saying, though. I get what you're saying.
Same thing with Chris Brown. Same thing with Chris Brown incident. They even say we antagonize this man. You remember the situation that happened with Jay-Z not too long ago? You saw with Solange try to sucker punch him in the face.
In the face. Elevator, yeah.
And that was on video.
You know, and that was on video. And then if he would have hit back, they would have attacked him.
Listen.
But even on video, he would have hit her ass back. They would have attacked him.
Listen. If we hit somebody, we would have been arrested a couple of days later. That's assault. But this is what I'm saying. She did that. No police report was filed. The police file reports on their own when they see you hit somebody on camera.
Yeah.
This is the biasness of the situation we live in. This is why a lot of men don't jump to the rescue for women anymore.
Yeah. Remember that NFL player, what's his name, that used to play for Baltimore?
Oh, my God.
Right.
Yeah. His career is over.
Yo, and his dumb ass, he goes and marries them.
Right after he lost his career. Yeah. I saw that.
He goes and marries her. She fumbled the bag.
Yep.
She brought you out
of the bag.
Big time. So that's what I'm saying. I think we giving women too much benefit of the doubt. And it always end up destroying it. At the end of the day, it always end up destroying the black man at the end of the day.
Ronnie, my question is like, what do we do about that? Because I mean, God forbid, I don't want none of y'all boys in that situation, you know?
No, my thing is like I agree with you. It's always two sides of every story. You saw what I said first. The man should call the cause first, just to have the paper trail.
Like he called the cops first.
I got a crazy ass girlfriend. You know, I'm calling you to let you know that she's trying to come over here. She's trying to get stuff going. I'm trying to get out of my house. You don't want to leave. Please come over here now. Call him again. Call him like 3 times, and then you do what you got to do after that. If she don't want to leave, like, hey, I'm taking you out of here. Because you as a man, you got to know when to draw the line. But the problem is with today's society is they're giving women too much the benefit of the doubt. Like every time a man say, hey, that's not the whole story, we go automatically to the women's side. And it's destroying the black man at the end of the day. Because you know they're making an example out of us before they make an example out of them.
Facts. I got an idea.
That's the same thing we can say about rape. Those rape accusations.
Woo!
You know what I'm
saying? Get into that, boy.
Hey, I want to get into that because I feel like there's a lot of women that will say that came out and say, "Oh, he touched me this, he touched there, he raped me and all that," and it comes up not true, and they get to walk away from the situation.
Bro,
Easily. My whole life is ruined because what came out of your mouth, and now it's like, okay, it's proven that I didn't touch you. There's no DNA of me in you, and you get to walk away free, get to go to Starbucks, have your frappuccino.
Easy. Listen. You could fuck her, and she could be okay with it that day, and go a couple of days. Say, I really didn't feel
dangerous.
Yeah,
dangerous. It's dangerous. It's dangerous.
I mean, it's dangerous. I would say women today have too much leeway, and that's why there's an imbalance. It's got to be balanced. It's got to be balanced.
You gotta have a freaking nowadays. If you have a sex with a chick that you don't even know, y'all just have before y'all even have sex. You gotta have some type of written agreement that hey, this is consensual.
That's not too long ago. We literally just said that.
Yeah, he did.
You literally just said that.
NDA.
Like some non-disclosure agreement, like hey,
NDA.
Right.
And you even gotta even in the text, you're like, hey, are we smashing today? Like literally, just protect yourself.
You gotta even discuss the moves you're gonna do. So I'm gonna suck you're gonna suck my dick. I mean, your pussy from the back. Or is anal okay? No, let's leave anal off the table. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to really discuss how you're going to have sex with somebody nowadays. You know, this is why you have to vet the women who you talk to, engage to see what type. Listen, when I talk to certain women and I see they kind of crazy or they left field, I just like, no, I'm good.
See that shit long, huh?
But how can you know with a statement that sometimes they could be wolves and sheep clothing? Meaning that they could be one way, but then you find out they turn a different way. You be like, I never knew she was like that. Because remember, making everything seems great right now. So you think, man, we cool, we getting it popping, you know, we having a great time. So you have sex with her. Next, you know, you see her filing a police report that you raped her Saturday night.
But Ronnie, you can see, and that's true. But you know, you can sometimes see something that's off with a female. Through all the little good shit she's displaying to you, there's gonna be some shit that you see that's gonna be off. Like, you know what? I'm gonna keep that a mental note. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not going to really disguise that, all of that. You know what I'm saying?
No, but I gotta get a shout out to this good dude. Shout out to Mr. Lucario because he made a straight up dude. He's a YouTuber, YouTube content creator. He made and also a dating coach. He made a good statement here. Women are the biggest players.
Facts.
They know how to play the games very well, especially when it comes to their emotion. Now, I want to tell you, they could be wolves in sheep clothing because they know how to play their feelings and the game very well. You won't even know the woman doing that to you because she's giving you she give you the compliment, she give you the conversation, she give you the support, and she give you the vajayjay. The next day she could have you on a police report. It happens all the time. There's a woman now, mind you, I forgot the name of the NBA star. He's dead already. There's a woman now talking about he raped me and he's long gone.
Who?
It's a gay player. He died already. There's a woman now coming out like he raped me when he was alive.
You see?
And she like 50 years old.
It's wild shit, man. You can't win, man. As a man, you can't win. That's why you can't pay attention to certain women anymore, man.
Yeah, it's getting crazy, man.
It's getting crazy because women have too much leeway. Women have leeway to a lot of things. We get women more freedom. We get women more freedom than they actually gave men. Women have more freedom. Yeah. Women are actually free.
Yeah.
That's why I advocate for niggas to buy pussy.
Yep.
You heard what I said?
Yeah, I heard you.
Yeah, I heard what you said. Say it again.
I advocate for men to buy escorts because you have to protect yourself out here. You're not gonna.
Man, I mean, back page was popping for a reason, man.
Oh, the NBA star was Wilt Chamberlain.
Oh
yeah, Wilt Chamberlain.
God. Yeah,
and he's long gone.
That man been gone for years.
He came out on September on 23rd, 2021, accusing Wilt Chamberlain of sexually assaulting her.
That's crazy, man. You can't
and
even
he's
sleep
long
in
gone.
peace. Can't even sleep in peace. You know, he was alive all those years in the past.
And her name is Cassandra.
You had the opportunity to come out and say something.
Her name is Cassandra Peterson, accusing Wilt Chamberlain of sexually assaulting her. And mind you, he's long gone.
Not only that, though, what about the man's family? What about his family that's still around?
The family, bro. Like, the family got to deal with that now.
No.
It's just nasty, man. It's nasty. Now, again, I want to be fair too. Like, we don't really know what happened. So
No, we
he's not
don't.
allowed to tell his side of the story. But it's like Will Chamberlain slept with 100 women.
Yeah.
I mean, if I had to make an assumption, I don't think he needed to sexually assault you.
No.
But he had other women on the payroll.
Yeah.
But the problem is, she's gonna get the sellout. She's gonna get the big settlement because now society has put a ban over women's issues that women gonna continue to do this and continue to get more of a payout.
Listen,
so now, especially someone like me and Akeem and you, Jabari, we try to be man of wealth, man of power. We're gonna deal with these type of women.
Yeah.
Roy, how can you even prove that? This man's not even allowed to like tell his side of the story. How can
and that's the thing, people gonna jump. That's what I was saying. A lot of people gonna automatically go on her side because we're living in the days of the Me Too movement.
Listen, Jabari, you're 100% right. Listen, they're not going to even vet or question what going on. Not only that, it's and then if you say something other than that, they're saying you're being insensitive.
Yeah.
They say you're being insensitive of a woman's hurt, of a woman's pain. But the thing about it is, a lot of time it be defamation of character.
Yep. You could actually sue them for that.
Yeah. Countersuit.
But most men ain't gonna do it because most men already traumatized by the fact of this woman literally struggled. Because remember when you being called let's say a person that do domestic violence or a rapist or a molester, remember that thing sticks with you for the rest of your life.
Oh my God, bro.
That's why those are the things that's why I say those things, they should not throw it out like so openly because it destroyed these men's lives.
Bro.
Look at Kobe. God rest Kobe's soul.
They still call that man a rapist.
Yeah, they still call him a rapist. Still.
And he was innocent. There was no proof.
And mind you, found not guilty and everything. Because mama society look, man, they do look like man as the image of God, meaning they put man on a higher pedestal.
And that lady walked away with a bag.
Yes, she did. A big payout.
Disgusting, bro.
But I hear respect to his wife because his wife still stayed the whole situation. She didn't divorce him.
Yeah, that's
because most women divorce you.
She was close.
Yeah.
She was very close to divorcing him, bro.
But no matter, I'll say I give kudos because she stayed with him because most women would leave because remember they be like, you married to a rapist, you still with him, he might rape you later. You get what I'm saying? That image in your head. I want to say I think man has to be more strong. If you get accused of something, I think you need to take law immediately into action.
But we have to start changing the laws, bro. We have to start changing the laws because at the end of the day, man, it seems like there's no win as far as when it's concerning you in a situation, when it's your life. A man's life is expendable because they feel like there's so many. It's not really, nobody cares about men like they'll be like, oh no, he's a dude, he'll be all right. Man. You know what I mean? When you get, you know what I mean, he'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but I can already know this is a heated topic. This can keep us going on all night long.
Yeah.
But you already know any closing remarks because you already know what time it goes.
Hey, vet the woman that you talk to. Vet her seriously. That's why it's imperative you got to ask her about her previous boyfriends. Usually women will tell on themselves. And if she tell you, I slash tires, I break windows, you block her you block her after that conversation.
I ain't gonna lie, that pussy be good. You already know.
Oh, yeah, definitely. But listen, your freedom is even better. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's why I say I advocate prostitution. Be like, hey, man, until you get you a wife, you know what I mean? Buy you some pussy. You might have to save up your check. If you're working at Walmart, you might have to save 2 checks to, you know what I mean, to beat something. You know what I mean? but that's really it. Yeah.
And you already know. That being said.
Hold on. Hey, did y'all got any last remarks? I don't know if
No. Your remark is beautiful.
Okay, now.
We're gonna end it like that.
All right.
You got something to say, Jabari?
No, I'm picking back what Hakeem saying, man. I ain't got nothing to say to that, man. Man, just be careful, man.
Be careful out here.
Like I said, hey, listen, man. I don't care how good a pussy is, man. She do some crazy shit from the jump,
man.
First quarter. No, it ain't worth it, bro. Retreat now, or you'll forever lose your peace.
Block her, basically.
Block her. Hey, you already know when it comes to me, I think society we need to evolve more. We need to set more laws for men and make it more easier for men, just the same way it's like for women. Right now, the world is unbalanced. The law favors the women more than the men, so a lot of things women sign more than the men. A lot of men are being accused of something that's not actually true until you hear the whole story. But now, since we live in a society where everything is on the women and everything is like the women is right, where did the man go next? You already know. That being said, KR Culture Radio,
We out.
Out.
Peace. Man, I just appreciate y'all just listening. Stay tuned for the next episode.